failures are encountered by many. Quite often we see how luck and fortune are unevenly distributed in people's lives. Some do nothing and end up on top, while others, much more interesting, vibrant, and talented, are forced to count pennies and endure failures. Why does luck turn away from us? What are we doing wrong? Here are some interesting opinions on this matter. Looking for happiness in the wrong places. Often, a person cannot find happiness and luck because it's not where they're looking. For example, you can't be happy entering a relationship without love. You can't find happiness by marrying someone you don't particularly like. It's not worth looking for happiness where it doesn't exist or where it's not even happiness. We make inappropriate actions and then we complain about failures. You can't look for mushrooms on the beach when there's a forest with a pool and a jacuzzi. They're just not there. That's why failures haunt us, because we seek happiness where it's empty and where it doesn't exist. If we constantly make mistakes in our actions and deeds, sometimes our haste or errors in logic lead to failures. For example, we either expect happiness too quickly or persist where it's impossible to achieve anything interesting and vibrant. Sometimes unrealistic goals or actions contrary to logic interfere with luck. For example, how can you make a religious person out of someone who listens to rock music, drinks, or leads a completely unreligious lifestyle? How can you demand correction from a dependent person, a gambler, or a drug addict? It's impossible to do even with conscious efforts. If luck doesn't favor us, it's better to change our actions. Think about what to do, change, and refrain from interfering in matters that don't bring joy. Once we find ourselves and begin to understand what is what, then luck turns its face towards us. There's no point in getting off at the Krasnodar station if you're heading to Adler or Sochi because of envy. Sometimes it's simply envy that hinders our happiness and luck. By comparing ourselves to others, we often start resenting fate instead of transforming what we have. When we stand on equal footing with those we envy, the envy dissipates, especially when we find out that the person we envy envies us in return. In the meantime, while we're grieving and envying, we don't understand what to do with ourselves. It's very difficult to force oneself to rejoice in someone else's success, especially when we're going through a rough patch ourselves. But if we show joy and even become friends with them, we can gain a lot. Envy is a signal that we need to acquire and develop within ourselves so that we stop feeling inferior. Once we can grow into ourselves, envy fades away, and our own life unfolds in bright colors. Aesop, the legendary ancient Greek poet and fabulist, whose works have not survived to this day. Here's his interesting opinion on why luck turns away from us. If someone is lucky, don't envy them, but rejoice with them, and their luck will be yours. But whoever envies does harm to themselves. Aesop. Did you like the quote? Or do you have something to add, your observations? If so, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.